Honestly, I don't know if it works right now. Oh, okay. Hello, how are you guys? Good morning, and sorry for the fact that... Hi, J coded Forex. Sorry for the fact that I closed the live stream and opened it again, but I had some problems with the chat. And at the moment, I can't even see what you guys are writing for some reason. Oh, okay. Hello, Divas. Oh, from Nepal, that's great, I wanted to visit it. So basically what I wanted to say in the first live stream is that I will start with the Instagram questions and then I will come to the chat questions. So guys, feel free to ask whatever you like, because I will answer next. Let me see. So on Instagram, hope you're hearing me good. Hi Bogdan. On Instagram, somebody asked me which indicators do I use. I answered this in the first live, but I will repeat. I don't use any kind of indicators because they don't work with my strategy, first of all, and second of all, they are kind of slow. I used RSI, EMA in the past, but for now, I just don't. I simply avoid them. I will show you a bit what I got here. So as you can see, it's pretty clean. It's just this script that was made for me and my students, so we can see the volume of the sessions. If I zoom in a little bit, you can see the Asian high, the Asian low. This is the entire Asian session, the hours of volume for London, and if I change my colors to the chart, because it's with white unfortunately, we can also see the hours of volume for New York. But I already know exactly when it happens, so I don't need the New York one. And however, since I moved in Asia, I'm not able to trade too much in New York because it's kind of late. As you can see, it's around 11, 1 a.m. and so whatever. Okay, so let me see. Hi, will the live be saved? Yes, it will be saved. I hope that I'm recording it. It's my first live, guys, so I don't know for sure if I'm doing it good enough. Hope that I record it. Hello. Okay. Let me see. Do you trade crypto? Yes, from time to time, but my main focus is on one pair, which is GBP USD at the moment. I used to trade Euro USD too, but right now I'm just focusing on one single pair to see if there are differences, because when I tend to focus on more than 2-3 pairs, my trading changes a bit into a bad way, you know. So I prefer to only observe the movements on one single pair and just to follow that and to take trades on it, because for me it's more than enough. Taking like 2-3 trades, maybe 4 on a weekly basis, like it's enough for me. Okay, so somebody says on Instagram, show us how to know which way the market will trend from 1 hour to the 15 minutes. Honestly, for me, it's not from 1 hour to the 15 minutes. I start from weekly, daily, 4 hours, and then I go to 15 minutes, and then I search for my entry. So it's kind of like this. Let me show you on chart. I hope that you're seeing it well. Let me just... Is it wide enough for you? Just let me know. If not, I will just make it a little bit bigger, okay? So usually when I start to analyze a pair, I just go on daily, first of all. I watch the entire structure overall, so as you can see, we had a daily break of structure to the downside, which means that we are bearish, but in the same time, if you have a look here at the protected high, we can kind of observe the fact that there's a lot of liquidity sitting above. So I doubt the fact that this high will hold, because we also have this important zone over here. We have this candle that creates a nice supply area. So I expect for the market, for the price to go up, to take this liquidity, and then to see a bearish reaction. But we will see in the future. As you can see, this supply area failed already, so it's pretty good. the sell side liquidity was taken, we made the daily break of structure to the downside, and then after that we had the buy side liquidity taken too, and then the market came a little bit down exactly where the change of character happened on daily, right? So over here, and on this zone we had another bullish push. This is what I see on daily. This is how I start analyzing the charts, and then I go on 4 hours. Let me show you exactly, and observe the refined areas. It's a little bit more, how can I explain? It's a little bit more clear, especially when you are a day trader. And by the way, guys, I want to mention the fact that I want to switch to swing. I started it, but I'm still not there. I still have a lot of things to do in order to achieve that. So on 4 hours, what I see is a 4-hour break of structure to the upside. You remember this structure from the daily, right? We see the 4-hour change of character to the downside. This change of character was made only for the fact that on daily we had the wick to the downside for the bullish continuation. So right now we made a 4-hour change of character, then the false change of character to the upside. We continued demand chain, which is pretty great, and probably, as I said, we will arrive somewhere in this area and we will take that as liquidity. So for now, for me, there's no opportunity to trade. I will just wait, because as you can see, we are in the premium area. We are bullish on 4 hours, and if we go on daily again, like there's nothing to look after. We have no daily change of character to the downside. We have nothing. We just have liquidity sitting above. So I would rather wait for this to be taken. But if you're impatient and you just want to take a trade, like I mentioned somehow to my students, you can take some trades. You can search for some short-term sales, which are from here. So once you got the sell from here, right? You see this wick to the downside. You could have caught that if you were really impatient, just to take a scalp or a small trade over the day. And again, you can catch another small trade up here in this 4-hour area, in this supply area, that will ultimately be taken. But of course, the market moves in waves, so you can catch the bearish wave too. So for example, the market will come somewhere around here, and we will have some kind of bearish movement before taking the entire liquidity, right? So you can catch that, but it's not the movement that you're looking for. You want to look for the bigger picture. Okay, so sorry, I talked a lot about this question. I want to see if something is in the chat. Oh my god, yeah, there's a lot. Well, let me see. The audio is not clear. I'm so sorry. Let me see. I'm sorry, guys. It's the first time. Can you tell me if you're hearing me good enough or not? Or should I do something else with the audio? Because I'm using my main microphone. I don't know. It should be good. Hi, everyone. Sorry, guys. I don't trade GBP, JPY. I can make an analysis right now, but I will make one in the future if more of you require it. Okay. I would like to learn to trade price action similar to your colleague Sto. What would you recommend? Obviously, I will recommend Sto himself. He's pretty good at doing that, and he's also teaching it. So you can join our Outlook group if you want, because he explains a lot. Even if it's just an Outlook group, he treats it more like a learning community. He shares a lot of his strategy there. The audio is good. Okay, then I'm glad to hear that. Show us how you give signals in the Telegram. I don't give signals, I don't share signals. I will show you the Telegram, but yeah, it's not about signals, it's only about outlooks. You need to take your own entries based on some entry rules. So yeah, let me check. Okay. I'm wondering right now how I can show you my Telegram without showing you my messages and everything. Whatever, there's not there's no secret in here. So I will show you a bit from the inside the Telegram. As you can see, my colleague shares a lot of information. I will share with you just a little bit. So this is how the information is shared in the group. I hope you're seeing it. There's a lot of knowledge shared in this group. It's not only about outlooks, but however, you have to catch your own trades, you have to catch your own entries, and I will explain you why. But first of all, let me see the chat. Okay, so first of all, I wanted to create a signal channel, but then I thought of the fact that my entries are kind of aggressive, and in the same area I take like two to three entries, because there are multiple zones where you can actually take the trade. It's from the extreme, it's from the supply to demand area or demand to supply area. There are multiple areas where you can actually take that trade. So it will be overwhelming for me to just send you signal over signal, stop loss, TP and whatever. Like it will be too complicated, especially for a day trader that takes entries this exact like I do. But that's why I came up with the idea of an outlook channel, because I can just share with you in which zones do I look for my entry, and you can just choose from that and have multiple entries like I do. Okay, so let's continue with the questions. Okay, why do you only trade certain pairs? Does this way of trading only works on them? Indeed, definitely some pairs are better for my strategy than others. For example, my strategy doesn't work this good on indices, so I'm not trading indices, right? For example, GBP USD and Euro USD are the best pairs for me, honestly. Like, they moved slow enough, and in the same time they are fast enough for me to take some good trades over the day. But in order for me to add another pair in my portfolio, I need to study it at least for 1 month, 2 months, to see the movements and everything. The movements are kind of different in different markets. For example, XUSD pairs, the major pairs, move in the same way mostly, but still there are some differences. For example, as you know, gold moves pretty fast. GU, there's a difference between GU and EU. GU likes to take more liquidity than EU, and you will observe these things only with experience. So you just have to stay on charts, observe the pairs, and then to trade them, and to not trade them exactly in the same way, because they don't move exactly in the same way. They move a little bit different. Okay, let me check for more questions. Don't worry, I don't show anybody. Yeah, guys, I trust you. How to handle 9 to 5 mentality in trading? Honestly, I don't really understand your question. You obviously don't have to have a 9 to 5 mentality while you're trading. First of all, in the first months of trading, you will see that you will work more than you worked at your 9 to 5. You will have to be on charts a lot to observe the movements, to observe how the markets are going, because you don't really know. You don't have experience. You don't have enough experience for you to stay on charts for like 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Like, for example, this is the amount of time that I spend on charts nowadays. But when I started to learn Forex trading, when I was a beginner, I stayed a lot. I stayed like 10 hours, 11 hours. That's more than a 9 to 5. So you don't really have to have a 9 to 5 mentality. Also, the difference is the fact that you always have to be near your laptop. It doesn't matter. Of course, you can do whatever you want during the day. You can take as many breaks as you want, but you have to set your alerts and to wait for them to be activated, and to be near your laptop or your phone when the movement is happening. So it's not like you open your laptop, you stay there for 1 hour, and you will get the trades, you will get the entries, you will get your take profits and everything. No, you have to be on charts constantly and to check on them like each few hours. And also, the best hours for you to trade are the hours of volume. I showed you guys in the first minutes of the live how do I know when to trade. So we have the London hour of volume and the New York hour of volume here. Sorry if it's not clear enough for you because I'm on GMT +8. I'm in Malaysian time right now. But however, if you're using an indicator for the hours of volume, you will see that too. Okay, let me see. But when you do swing trading, you can share signals. Yes, definitely. If I'm going to switch to swing trading and if it will match with me, I will start to send signals too. But for now, I'm still a day trader and I still can't send signals because it's pretty hard to catch them. But it's not pretty hard to catch an outlook. Okay. GBP/USD is more volatile than EUR/USD. Honestly, they move in the same way, but when GBP/USD does the move, it needs a little bit more liquidity than EUR/USD. So it's for some time to time, it just passes the POI and then it shows the right movement, the movement that we expected. That's the difference. Okay. Oh my god, it's kind of tiring to talk a lot, to continuously talk, but I like it. Okay, so.
What broker do you trade on? What's your favorite broker?
Okay, come on. So.
Answer the question.
Okay. Hello, Andrea. Can you explain us why you recommend HeroFX? Because I saw many bad reviews about them and they seem not to be regulated. Just, I want to know your opinion about this. Thank you. So first of all, I started the partnership with HeroFX 4 months ago. They are pretty great. This is kind of new. This is a new broker. I trust them, and the bad reviews, because I always check what I recommend, the bad reviews are only for, I don't know, people that weren't happy with some random stuff. Like everybody got their payouts, everybody got everything. The bad reviews are for the fact that it's not regulated yet in Europe and in USA. But in the same time, they are a good broker and they will implement regulation, and also they will start to create other ways of withdrawal and other ways of depositing money besides crypto, because this is a major issue that people don't like, the fact that you can only withdraw and deposit with crypto. These are the complaints. Okay. How long have you been trading smart money concepts constantly? Well, I can say that right now I'm trading smart money concepts. For example, smart money concepts worked last year, but right now I don't believe that it still works. It's not like that. You don't have a POI and you wait for the price to hit 50% of it and then you're good. You just enter the trade there and you're fine. No, you have to look for many additional stuff in order to take that trade. So it's not smart money concepts anymore. It's a new way of trading. You're using supply and demand too. You're using change of character. You're using everything, but it's in another way. You don't catch the exact same entries, and also the risk to rewards are not that huge that they used to be. So we have to adapt over the market conditions. Okay. What's the maximum bonus from this broker? It's 50%. If you want to use my link, I will leave it in the description box when I will finish this live. It will be up on my YouTube channel. Okay. Let me see the questions that I got on Instagram, because I got so many here too. Do you think everyone could make it in trading? Definitely not. You have to be passionate about it, first of all, and you have to be consistent. Some people don't have... They are not ready for this industry, because some people simply do not like to risk, some people do not like to lose, some people get upset, some people are too emotional. So this is not for the emotional people, this is not for people that do not like losing money, because in the first period when you will be learning, you will lose a lot of money. That's the truth. Like, you can't avoid losing money at first in order to gain more in the future, because you will start to gain with experience. When you will have experience, you will start to make money too. But until then, you will lose a lot. I lost a lot, but I admitted the fact that I lost. I was okay with that, and I knew that all my work and my money spent will value something in the future. And they did. Right now I know how to trade, right now I'm profitable, and this is what matters to me right now. But remember that when I was learning and when I was losing money, I had another sources of income that will cover my losses, and I wasn't too emotional about it. Okay? You're using 2 microphones? That's weird, guys. Let me check. And honestly, I'm sorry for this. You might be true. There is a slight echo on your sound. I'm wondering why is this happening. If anybody knows if I should turn off this or that. Honestly, I don't know. I will just lower this and let me know if the problem still exists. As I told you, it's my first live. I don't know if this is the way to repair it. When I first opened the live, I had some problems too. Even the chat wasn't working, so sorry about that. So I will wait a bit for you to tell me if it's okay or not in order to continue with the questions. Now good? Okay, perfect. So that was the problem. Sorry, guys. Okay. How did you get to raise money to fund your trading accounts when you were still learning how to trade? That's a nice story to tell. I tried many things. Literally, I tried everything that existed in the online space. I was doing marketing for plasticians. I was working in Adobe Illustrator. I was a video editor. Also, I created filters for Instagram. I sold everything that I could. I had a store back then. I did affiliate marketing. Imagine that I did all of that in the same amount of time. I was participating into some projects back in my country. I did a lot, but don't imagine that I gained too much from it. Like, I tried my best, and I remember that I didn't even sleep. I use a lot of energy drinks. I remember that it's not healthy at all, but I didn't even sleep for like 2 days in a row, 3 days in a row sometimes. Like, it was really bad, really, really bad. I helped everyone build stuff. I remember that I also helped somebody build an app. Back then, I was paid for that. Like, day jobs. I had a lot of day jobs, but I did all of that in order to have money to trade with and to learn more and to pay my courses, to pay my mentors, because I really wanted to learn something that is valuable and that will last for a longer period of time, because the projects that I had weren't good enough. I remember that I even tried to do 3D modeling. I wanted to create games. I did a lot of stuff back then, but yeah, it wasn't what I really wanted to do. I wanted to trade, but first of all, I had to learn, so it took a while. I need to prepare for funding challenges. Well, good luck. Good luck. Okay. How long have you been trading, and after how long did you start to be profitable? Right now, it's been like 4 years since I started Forex trading. In the first year, I wasn't profitable. After 1 year and a half, I started to be profitable, because when I started to trade, I was a retailer. That style is good, but it wasn't good for me. So it didn't match with my personality. It didn't match with my way of being. I don't know how to explain it. It wasn't a good way of trading for me. Simply, it didn't work. I was just losing money, and then I switched to smart money concepts. This worked for a while, and then again, I had to switch my style for something better than smart money concepts, because smart money concepts do not work anymore. You're so beautiful, thank you. I just lost a 20K account this morning because of overtrading. Any advice? I suggest you to take a break for now and to realize that a lot of people are losing the accounts. It's not just you, it's a normal, you have a normal human behavior, but you will come back stronger if you analyze what you did wrong right now, and you will not repeat the same mistake when you will have another account. Everything will be good. So when you will start to trade the new one, don't ever think of what you did in the past. Like, don't have backups in your memory of what happened when you overtraded. Like, just don't overtrade this time. Just have a fresh start and realize that you have to be more patient, and more trades do not mean more profit. And I know that there's a psychological thing with these challenges for the fact that you have a limited period of time when you have to pass them, and you need to hurry up. You feel the need to hurry up to complete them faster and faster. But in fact, you will realize that if you have patience, you will actually have time to pass them. Like, the challenge will still be there. You have like 30 days for the first one and 60 days for the next one. How to map structure? Can you show a 50-minute GBP USD chart? Yes, sure. Honestly, I like to map the structure on higher time frames. On lower time frames, I just take my entries. I don't like the noise that I see on lower time frames, but we can map structure on them too. So this is what happened. This is our new day here. This is the Asian session, the German session, and the London session that did start. And if we want to map it, we will start to watch for the swing highs and lows. So I will start from here, guys, from yesterday. What I can see is a break of structure to the upside from this week to this body to the right. So I will just note that break of structure on 50 minutes. I want to mention the fact that I don't use these while trading. I use them on higher time frames, but it's pretty good to show how it's moving on lower time frames too. This is a swing low which is protected. We see here a swing high that ultimately was taken because we had another break of structure to the upside. So again, from this week to this body that was formed on London, we had another break of structure to the upside. So ultimately, we will look after this low right here, which is protected, and this high right here, which is weak. But as you can see, it doesn't really make sense because here we have a lot of sitting liquidity here too. So even if I mark the premium and discount areas, right, from here to here, on 15 minutes, it doesn't make a lot of sense. We are bullish, basically. We are bullish and we are between the premium and discount area. So you're wondering now what you should do. Buy or sell? This is the question. This is not how it works. You have to go on 1 hour, you have to go on 4 hours, and to judge what happens with the price based on the higher time frame narrative. Because right now you would think that the price will come here, right? Because this is the protected high, will come in the extreme or somewhere closer, and will give us another break of structure to the upside. It will take this high again. But I don't believe that this is exactly what will happen, because we have liquidity sitting over here. We have again liquidity sitting over here. So it's not exactly how it works. You just go on 4 hours and judge the structure based on that. So it's between supply areas. I don't know, it's here in these weeks. This could work. Okay. On 15 minutes, again, we had another change of character around here, right? And then the market came up, we had a sub-break of structure and then a change of character to the downside. We kind of switched trends from bullish to bearish. So right now we can expect for this supply area to hold and to see the bearish reaction. Judging by the structure, it will be down to here, but again, this is liquidity, so I doubt that this will hold. It's the Asian low. you have to observe the structure based on multiple stuff, not only on theory, right? You have to judge a bit too. Okay, so let me just move that chart away because it's not how you do it. Fine. Do you journal your trades, and if so, what software do you use to log the information? I just use the docs. I just use Excel for that. I don't have a software for that. I'm looking for one, but honestly, I don't put a lot of accent into the software that I use right now. Okay, do you prefer funded accounts or your own account, and why? Both of them have a lot of pros and cons. I like that with a funded account you gain a lot of capital and you don't have the fear of losing it because it's not yours, and first of all, the funds aren't real, so nobody actually loses that amount of money. But when you trade your own live account, you basically have all the rights over the money that you put in, and you don't have that 10% drawdown rule, which is pretty great. You don't have to lose your entire account if you lost 10% of it, right? So this is why I like live more, and also I like the fact that with a live account you can flip a small account into a bigger one. There's a different way to trade each of them. You don't trade the funded accounts in the same way that you trade the live accounts. What session indicator do you use? It's a script, guys, but if you want to use it, there's a lot of them. Like, I'm pretty sure that somebody knows another one that does exactly the same thing, and you can write about it in the chat. Okay. How to find the valid change of character? When you're looking for a change of character, you have to look at the market structure first. You have to observe what the price does, and if it's logical for you to take that change of character into consideration, or if it does something else for you. Because right now, as you can see here, there's a change of character, right? We can see one here. It's exactly a the Asian low. Would you take that into consideration? Definitely not, because I expect that to be taken. So you take a change of character that has more confluences than just being a change of character. Okay. I'm busy currently, so I can't watch your stream right now. Are you going to live stream regularly? Yes, I'm thinking of live streaming like once or twice a week, and also I will post this live stream as a normal video. I hope that I record it because it's my first time using OBS, so I don't know for sure, guys, but I hope that I'm recording it so everyone can watch it later. And yeah, I'm trying to do it regularly. I will read the last question and then I will go, because I think that I don't have enough battery for my camera. Honestly, I don't know for sure, and I don't want to just disappear from this live without saying goodbye. So, does smart money concepts stop working? Because I'm seeing a lot of videos saying smart money concepts have been stopped working. Yes, smart money concepts definitely stopped working, and I'm gonna show you exactly what smart money concepts meant in the past and why everyone says that it stopped working. I don't know, let's go on Euro USD, right? So let's imagine that we were on Euro USD. We were looking for, a 4-hour area. You definitely saw this supply right here. This is a POI on 4 hours. You will go and refine it on 1 hour. Then on 50 minutes, you go to 1 hour. This is what we did in the past, right? You go to 1 hour, you see this area, you just mark it up. This is how I traded some time ago, and it worked, but right now it doesn't work anymore. You go to the right with it, okay? And then when you go to 1 minute, I'm not sure if I can do it right now, but on 50 minutes, for example, you just I don't even have that tool for making it half, but I will just put a line right at the half of it. you go for the half of the POI and then you get your entry like that. You wait a bit and you get your entry there with the stop loss covering the wick, and you let the position run. This is how we traded back then, but right now we don't take that into consideration. Right now you have to take the imbalance area into consideration. You can take these wicks into consideration too. You search for liquidity. There's a lot of more add-ons to your chart. It's not like you wait for that to happen and you're okay with that and you will just trade that and you will have profits. It's not like that anymore. Okay guys, so let me see what happened in the chat. What's your favorite session? It's New York, but right now I don't really catch it because I'm in Asia. What is called the flip zone? You see a flip. Okay, I will answer to these questions too. And oh my god, I have a Romanian hater that likes to comment on everything that I do, but it's pretty fine because probably he's a kid and I understand that. Whatever. Okay, a flip zone. We were talking about flip zones. For example, I will just draw it for you. Let's say that we have a 1 minute structure. We have this bullish structure. Then we see a change of character to the downside. Then the price will come with a candle. It will come up like this and it will form a wick to the upside. I don't know how to draw it to look good. So wait a bit. What should I use? I didn't draw on charts for a very long time. Okay, let's say that this is the wick, right? The wick comes like that. And then, for example, the candles go up and then it reverses and it goes down and it forms this kind of candle, right? This is the flip zone. This is where you should enter your trade. It wasn't the best explanation ever, but however, some people like to enter like this. While this candle is still forming, they enter somewhere around here and they cover with the stop loss this area or the extreme 2. So guys, this was the last question. For now, I will continue doing lives. Thank you for watching this live. Thank you for asking me questions. Thank you for being active in here. And I will prepare with more examples in the next lives, and I want to share with you as much value as I can. So thank you for being here, and I will just stop it for now. Have a great day and see you next time.